Welcome to a special edition of the Poor Man's Poetry Podcast. As you all know, I am one half of your host. My name is Dennis. Thank you all for listening to the podcast on all your streaming platforms and visiting our website, poormanspoetry.com. As we do on the website, here on our YouTube channel, we're going to highlight the poetic devices within your favorite songs of genres of music. To keep it simple at first, we're just going to decrypt mainly your similes, metaphors, assonance, consonants, and double entendres, and internal rhyme, and etc. But once I get better at understanding myself, because I'm not a professional, I'll dive deeper into explaining more things like haikus and all of your pentameters, such as iambic and also diacolic, the pentameter that the Migos use. But I've always been fascinated with poetry and music from grade school, listening to all different types of genres. I just thought it was genius, being able to decipher the wittiness and the cleverness that these writers would use within their lyrics. The first artist I like to decrypt is, he goes by the name of Anderson Paak. His real name is Brandon Anderson Paak, and he's from Oxnard, California. He's a singer, writer, rapper, producer, and instrumentalist. He's part of a group called No Worries, and his band is called the Free Nationals. His latest efforts are LPs by the name of Oxnard and Ventura. They're some of his best work, I think. And I just wanted to choose somebody who I feel elevates music for the future and also echoes sentiments of the past. As you'll hear in my Love Lockdown selection, which is the song, as you can hear in the background, the song that I've chose to highlight today, you'll see that it highlights the current state of America right now. It dropped back in June, I think June the 18th of 2020, and he also produced this track. So yeah, man, let's just get into it. Let's get down to this breakdown.
You should have been downtown. The people are rising.
Let's go.
We thought it was a lockdown. They opened the fire. Them bullets was flying. Who said it was a lockdown? Goddamn lie. Oh my, time heals all, but you out of time. Time heals all, but you out of time now. Judge gotta watch us from the clock tower.
All right, as you all can hear now, Anderson Paak states, "Time heals all, but you out of time now." He's stating that's actually an example of irony. Irony is the use of words to convey meaning that is the opposite of its literal meaning. He says time heals all. He's actually stating that, time heals all the wounds, but new wounds keep getting inflicted, and people are just fed up with the state of things that are going on right now. So yeah, that's what he was trying to convey. Let's keep it moving.
Little tear gas cleared the whole place out. I'll be back with the hazmat for the next round. We was trying to protest and the fires broke out. Look out for the secret agents, they be planted in the crowd.
Let's stop it right there. He's talking about people believe that there were secret agents amongst all the protests. They were inserted amongst the civilians to entice others to do the bad behaviors during some of these peaceful protests on which were being taken place because of all the Black Lives Matters things that's been happening in the United States. Let's keep it going.
Civil unrest, but you sleep so sound like you don't hear the screams when we catching beat down. Said it's civil unrest, but you sleep so sound like you don't hear the screams when we catching beat down.
Said it's civil unrest, but you sleep so sound. That is an example of consonants, the repetition of consonants in poetry. Said is civil unrest, but you sleep so sound. As you notice, the S sound, said, civil, rest, sleep so sound. Let's keep it going.
Ain't quiet when they killing, but you speak loud when we ride. Got opinions coming from a place of privacy.
That's also an example of propaganda. He's saying people stay quiet when they're killing, but they speak so loud when people are rioting and things like that. So that's an example of propaganda. He's stating his opinion of what's going on. Other people might have different opinions of what they think is going on.
Then the COVID, how they did them on the ground. Speaking of the COVID, is it still going around?
Still
Won't you
going
tell me
around?
about the looting? What's that really all about? Cause they throw away black lives like paper towels plus unimproud. We just wanna break chains like slaves in the South started around.
Right there, because they throw away black lives like paper towels. Because they throw away black lives like paper towels. That's actually an example of simile. Simile is showing a comparison of something using the words like or as. And as you can see, he says, because they throw away black lives like paper towels. Let's keep it moving.
Unemployment rate, what, 40 million now? Killed a man in broad day, might never see a trial. We just want to break chains like slaves in the South. So
another example of simile. We just want to break chains like the slaves in the South. I agree with that. Let's go, Anderson Paak.
in the north end, but we in the downtown. Riot cops try to block, now we got a showdown. Down.
This track was flawless, man. This is one of the best.
You should have been down.
But it's one of the best tracks that highlighted the current state of things that are going on now. You know, that was delivered by one of the up-and-coming best acts within our culture this year. That's our lyrical breakdown for the day, man. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you visit poormanspoetry.com. Subscribe here on YouTube and stay up to date on all of our latest videos. We'll also check back on our podcast. You know, you can check us on all of our major streaming platforms. More will be available soon, and also be able to make sure you check out our merch. We'll have more coming. We'll have podcast sweatshirts, podcast t-shirts. Thanks a lot. And these videos will improve, trust me. This is my first time, guys, but rock with us.